I do have something I want to talk about. Okay. I hope by me opening up here, oh, tears, please do not come out. Please, tears do not come out. But I do hope that me opening up here will also let me know that I am not alone, and I'm sure I'm not alone. I just have not heard anyone else speaking about it. I am trying to figure out how to say this in a manner that is understood by you, my audience. I don't know if anyone you out there is going a similar life like I have. This year has tossed me against the wall. I have felt the pain. I have felt oh, the magnitude of it. It felt like a 10 earthquake has been whirling around me. Oh, tears, please do not come out. Please do not come out. I have cried enough. I feel like I don't need to cry anymore. But I just don't know what kind of testing I have been into. I don't know who I have offended. I don't know what I have done to my God. I don't know where I have gone wrong. I just don't know. This year has truly, truly been an year and a half for me. First of all, um, let me talk about not having a job. I have applied for like close to either 300 or even more than that jobs. Let me tell you, I have done what I can do. My income of what I was having, side hustles, and every little bit declined. It's like it was just a hole came in from nowhere and started eating and eating every little bit I was having or I had. Talk about account suspensions for little things. I mean, it has been attack after attack after attack. But in all through this, I still trust in God. In all these fights that I have been going through, they have not made me to run away from God. There are times, yes, I felt like God is so, so far away, and I still do feel that way sometimes. But then He shows me that He still loves me and He still cares about me. Out of all those applications I have done, I want to say I have had like 3 or 4 responses. In one response, I went to work and I don't know what came in between. One of these persons just did not like me at all. And I had just started. And then the third day, I was let go. I'm like, seriously, what did I do? And I followed up and they're like, I'm not comprehending. And I'm like, what is it that I did not comprehend? I am still in the training. Oh my goodness. And then I got another job for like about a month, and then school opened and it wouldn't fit in my kids' schedule. So I asked if they can give me an accommodation of, go to work early and leave a little bit to, take the kids to school and all that kind of stuff. And, it was too much of accommodation. So they're like, no, they can't do that because everyone else would want to have the same treatment. And I'm like, I'm forfeiting my 1 hour of break and take that 1 hour to get the kids to school. So they said no and they let me go. Another job I got, I had an interview and then was supposed to report on Monday. They called me on Friday saying, "Oh, it was a mistake. We called the wrong person. We meant to we meant to tell you that we can't go forward with you." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like seriously? Let me tell you. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, please, 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 please. Let me tell you, if you have not felt like somebody cut through your heart, I felt it that time. I felt it that time. I tried. Oh my goodness, I did not want to cry. I've cried enough. I've cried enough. Oh my gosh, I cried. I cried. I cried. I could not understand at all. Like, what is happening? I tried to talk to God and I couldn't. I tried to even pray. I couldn't. I felt so helpless. So helpless. The other thing is, when I look on who can I call to share the things I'm going through, I couldn't find. And I still can find somebody that I can confide with in the most things that were really bugging me. So I've bottled up a whole lot. But I thank God again, honestly. And maybe somebody will be like, you're going all through this and you're still saying thank God. I still thank God because in the midst of all these storms, in the midst of all the chaos that have been there, well, it's not chaos. Let me rectify that. Is an alignment of my attitude and my characters and my behaviors. That's what I call it. My goodness, God has still been standing beside me. He has not stopped supplying. And I will tell you, like, supernaturally supplying, supernaturally supplying. But anywho, I wanted to talk about jobs. Even to date, I still haven't gotten a job. And I have done like over 300 or even maybe close to 300. I lost count. I lost count. Even now, I'm applying. I'm like, I'm just going to apply. But it has gotten to a place of like, I don't know what's happening. There's so many signs hiring now, hiring now. I may not have put application on every other place that I can think of because again I'm looking on a job that can accommodate my kids' schedule and especially dropping them off to school. Um and I haven't found one that accommodate that time. Leave alone even accommodating. Out of all those jobs I have applied, it's only those four that I have mentioned. The others, they have not even responded, or I will get an email of saying unfortunately, we have decided to move on with a different candidate. It's depressing until it stopped being depressing. And I don't want to say I got used to it, because then that's a really negative um, mindset. Every time I get this kind of like responses, I'm like, Sally, do not get angry, do not get frustrated, align your character, align your behavior, align your actions, align your attitude and your mental capacity and your emotion capacity. Let it still rejoice. It is hard, y'all, to be in that place of rejoicing when there is fire. It is hard to find that kind of stamina. It is not easy. It requires so much of alignment. It requires a lot, a lot. It's like staring, staring at a big giant and pursuing the big giant with every courage. I'm thinking of like David standing in front of Goliath, and people were kind of like afraid that this little young man standing in front of this huge giant, he's gonna be crushed and all that stuff. And plus, the way they feared Goliath, I mean, oh my goodness, y'all, this story, it is not a makeup story. It is real, very real. Up to now, I still believe that God has something for me. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. The place I am is like, I don't want to think of like, where will my rent come from? Where will I get the next money for food or sustain this another thing? But clearly at this point, I don't think there is a job for me, because even the skills I have had, I feel like I don't even know them anymore. Um, and not in a sluggish way, not in an ignorant way. I just feel like I don't know them anymore, because I have put my resumes in different kind of skills that I know I have had, and now I'm like, I don't even know where I fit in. So a side hustle would be ideal, but what kind of side hustle? That's where the journey began. What kind of side hustle do I begin? Because something gotta be done. Something gotta be done. And especially because I'm looking for a flexibility that can fit in my kids' schedule and my daily to day life needs to be employed. It has gotten to that place of like, it is my last thing. I would want to be employed, but I'm not getting that employment. It's like 7 to 8 months now. And even if I have side hustles, they have not supplied that much of, you know, I'm appreciative of the income it's bringing, but it's not a steady income of what I would say. I'm not thinking about where rent will come from. I still have to think of like, my goodness, what do I need to do to get the rent money? What do I need to do to get food for, money for food or car insurance and all that kind of stuff? Thankfully, I have paid some of these things in advance, so I don't have to think about them for quite some time. And the only thing I have to think is, the basic needs. Thankfully, I thank God for that integrity, because it just did not wake up with me. God put that in me. So I'm grateful for that part. And even that has taught me of a way, it has taught me to also know of paying things in advance. Don't wait until the last minute. So you're not rushing into getting this and this and that and that. Just pay things in advance. When you get $2 here, put it towards the car insurance. If you get $2 here, put it towards the house rent. If it's this and this, put it, it has helped a whole lot. But now it's getting to a point of like, y'all, Sally, you need to be serious. And I have been serious, but the way things look right now, 7 months, 8 months counting, and still haven't gotten even a promise of like start work tomorrow. I just have to look for a side hustle and employ myself. Hopefully, something better comes in while I'm side hustling. But guys, how are you guys managing out there? Let me know. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give it a big like because that will help me a whole lot. At least I can get to be monetized because I have not been monetized yet. So I'm looking forward to be monetized. Do not skip any ads, y'all. Please do not skip any ads if they're there. We just got to 1,000 subscribers. Hey, thank you so very much for your massive support. I pray that God to bless you, to encourage you, to give you the strength that he has given me all throughout this whole thing. I mean, I haven't opened up too fully. It's just a little bit, but even that little bit, my goodness, people, it has been overwhelming. Um, but on the other hand, it hasn't gotten on me that much to feel like it's too much because God has made it lighter. In my eyes, it felt like it's too much, but inside the heart, God has truly been taking care of the inside and the mental and the emotion part. I mean, I do have some breaking points here and there, but again, I pick it up realizing on the goodness of God and He takes me through. So that is my story. Do not forget to subscribe again, like, and comment. Let me know um, your suggestion of what kind of side hustle is out there. I want to have a side hustle that I can truly put in and have it going. God bless you in peace of Christ. Take care.